Welcome back. Today we are doing a cooking segment. Yes, y'all heard it. Yes, round of applause. I don't know how this is going to end up and turn out, but we're gonna give it a go. Most likely, I'm gonna have to do it. All right. So obviously, I had to do a voiceover because you guys was not going to be able to hear anything with my kids in the background. But here are the ingredients of the meal. I will break down and explain everything as I go through the steps. Right here, I'm on the HelloFresh app, and it has a pretty much good breakdown of all the ingredients, what is coming in the package, what to add on with the order, and then pretty much how to prepare and prep the order. So very convenient. Loved it. It was such an easy thing to follow. So let me go ahead and get going with this order. So obviously the first step is to go ahead and take care of them potatoes, not to juggle like I was doing, but I had to make some fun out of my situation. And y'all, why was my neck looking like this? Why was I so focused and so intense? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anywho, let's get started. We're going to start off by rinsing off our potatoes because they need that cleanse, get all the little dust bunnies off of them, especially being that we were going to eat the potatoes with the skin on. So I'm making sure that I just do a little quick little rinse for the potatoes. I did dry them off, but I didn't show that part, of course. And then right here, I am going to be chopping them up and just cut them into the small little square pieces. And then I'm going to put them in a bowl. And yes, FYI, I know I should not be cutting on this counter, but y'all, I broke my cutting board. And then the only one that I do have is I really don't like it because I feel like part of the cutting board gets into my food. So it was the counter or me eating plastic on the cutting board. So yes, but I used a very nice knife that was not going to damage or anything of the counter. So yes, so I'm chopping up the potatoes, and they did give me a quite amount of potatoes. I was really surprised that these little tiny ones was going to provide for two people, but it did. They did. So here is the amount of the potatoes. As you can see, it's a good amount that filled up this bowl. Alright, so now I'm just going to pretty much get started with the potatoes, get the preparation for it. So right now I'm going to be sprinkling or pouring a little bit of my olive oil on the potatoes. And then I lightly season with the pepper and just the salt, which I will later, y'all will see I had to add a little bit more because it was just not enough flavors for me in my opinion. But I'm just going ahead and just mix all that together. And then we're going to throw that in my air fryer. Yes, this is my first time for me making my potatoes in the air fryer. And I will be honest, I am not looking back on putting these in the oven or even on the skillet pot. Like, I'm an air fryer now because of this meal. It was amazing with these potatoes, yes. And I don't remember the temperature and what I put them on, but I think I had them on for about a good 15-20 minutes because I want them to be nice, toasted, and brown. And yes, I think I had them on for about 15-20 minutes, depending on the temperature. I think I had it on like 375, if I'm not mistaken, or 350, something in that area, yes. And right here, I'm just showing you guys the next step. It's time to sizzle my nizzle. I'm just playing sizzle the potatoes. So, oh my God, sizzle the steak. Look at it, I can't even follow direction. So right here, I thought this was the butter because I looked everywhere and I was like, okay, maybe this is the butter and they just, abbreviated for something else. No, y'all, that was the vinegar for the actual salad, and put two and two together until after. So I caught myself trying to dazzle whatever I was trying to do. So I add my own butter, and I did add a little bit of that vinegar because I thought in my mind maybe this might be the butter, but come to find out it was not. Alright, and here are the two servings of the steaks that was provided in the meal. I will say they were a little kind of small, a little prefer them to be a little bit bigger. And honestly, you guys, this is supposed to be for two servings. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I eat too much or if I just like food or whatever the case is, but I did think these steaks, in my opinion, were a little small. But I stuck to the rules. I was like, okay, this is gonna be me and whoever else is in this house. So it said to add salt and pepper only to the meat, but I decided to add a little bit of my steak seasoning that I like to put on my steak. So I add that on as well and let the butter and the vinegar, let the butter and the vinegar kind of like saute on the steak. And then I'm going to flip it over and just keep doing it the same thing until I get the nice crispy crispiness to my steak. Alright, so now we're going to be preparing the actual sauce that goes over the steak and the potatoes. I forgot what this was. I don't have my phone with me, but it was some kind of like mixture of milk and some other kind of like ingredients mixed in this. I definitely want to find this or make it myself because this sauce, you guys, was amazing. And I just went in with a little bit of the honey mustard on it and just mix that together. Add a little bit of salt and pepper to the sauce. Popped her in the microwave when I was ready to serve her. I didn't show that part because I wasn't ready to serve her, so I just mixed it together and put it to the side. I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get the salad mix while we wait for the meat to get done. Alright, now here is the spinach lettuce that was provided for me and the carrots. I am going to later add my lettuce into this because this was definitely not enough for 2 people. I could eat this salad right here by myself, so I did add a little bit more, and I think I took too long to make this meal as well because I noticed a little bit of the lettuce and stuff was getting a little, you know, soggy looking. And then of course I chopped up the tomato and put it on top of the salad. Yeah, so the only thing I would say about this, of course, being that it's a fresh meal, I made this the 7th day of it being in my refrigerator. Maybe I shouldn't have waited that long, but I did. And right here, I'm just cleaning up my mess. I do show you guys. Your girl do clean up her mess as she goes, okay? So now that the salad is prepared, it's time to actually prepare the whole plate together. Look at this steak, you guys. This steak was marvelous. This is my first time cooking a steak on the actual skillet. Like, I usually cook my steaks on the grill, so this was my first time. I had expectation of it not really being that good, but honey, let me tell y'all, this was so well done. It was so tender. It was so soft. Like, it was perfecto. Like, it was so good. And I took the remaining sauce that was in the skillet, that vinegar and that butter, and kept flipping it on top like I said to do. And y'all, perfect. And then I'm going to add my potatoes. As y'all can see, look how crispy they're going to look. Yes, crispy, air fried potatoes. And then I decided not to eat the salad all to myself. I said, let's do what the serving says. So I took half of that and put that on my plate. And now it was time to have the taste test, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm already telling you guys what it was, but it was really amazing. I definitely recommend to try this out if you guys have not tried this out at all. Try the meal out. Alright, now for the moment of the truth. I haven't tasted anything. For my salad, I'm not using that vinegar thing. I just realized that I mixed the vinegar with the butter and they didn't give me my garlic butter that I was supposed to have. So it might taste a little weird with my steak, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. So I'm not using the vinegar. I'm gonna use my favorite dressing on my salad. But let's go ahead and taste the rest of the steps. Let's try the potatoes. Now I might be missing some butter because I was supposed to add the garlic butter on here, but of course, like I said, they didn't put it in my order. Potatoes are good. The potatoes are really good. I will add just a little bit more salt on there. All right, the start of the show, the steak. Baby, it's giving. Hey! Okay, HelloFresh. Now, I don't know about this being, 2 servings for 2 people, because I can tear down both steaks and those potatoes in this salad. It's the sauce for me. I'm gonna leave the link down at the bottom. You guys are more than welcome to sign up. I believe you guys get a free meal on me. I get a free meal on me. I think it's only 10 I can give out, so hurry up. Get it out. And I'm back for round 2. Let's go. Yeah, don't mind the shirt. I wasn't supposed to cook this tonight, same day, but the way that steak was tasting earlier, I mean, like, why not? I get some more delivered tomorrow, so like, let's do it. Let's go. And I found the missing butter. It was mixed in this little bag. But anywho, here is the other dinner. So we got our chicken breast. We have our green beans. I haven't made green beans like this, so this is gonna be interesting. So like the real fresh way. Then we have this basil paste. And then we have some breadcrumbs. And then of course, the potatoes. Again, I'm super excited for that. And then some mozzarella cheese. But we're gonna put this on this order. I mean, we're gonna put this with this dinner because, yeah, this is what I'm missing, but it still turned out good. So anywho, let's get started. All right, it is time to move on to the next meal. Yes, this is actually dinner time now. So I decided to make it again another HelloFresh meal because lunch was too amazing to not try it again. Like, I was excited. So I'm sure you guys, it has the step-by-step breakdown again, which I absolutely love HelloFresh for doing this. Like, this made it so easy to follow. And look at this meal, you guys. I could not wait. So again, same process, same steps. I'm rinsing off my potatoes, and then I'm later going to rinse off my green beans as well to get them nice and prepared for the eating session. Yes, and I'm doing the same steps. I'm going to chop up my potatoes. And I will say my potatoes were a little bit more harder this time around on chopping them up. It's because I just took the actual bag and everything out of the refrigerator. The first time I kind of let the stuff set out for a little bit, so they were a little bit hard because my refrigerator tends to freeze almost everything. Yeah, so right here I'm doing the same thing. I already added my olive oil, my salt and pepper. Like, I already knew the steps on how to do this, so I felt like I was an expert when it came to this. And right here I'm just cutting a little bit of the green beans ends off because some of them was looking a little suspicious. So yeah, right here I'm putting the potatoes in the air fryer per usual. This time I decided to crank up the temperature so that way it would cook faster. Being that this was dinner time, my family was ready to eat. Okay, so right now I am patting the what is it? The chickens. Yes, the chickens. Patting the chickens dry, and then now I'm going to add that basil paste on. And I didn't know what to expect of this. I wanted to taste it, but I was like, no, let's just go with the flow. I trusted the first process of the meal. Let's trust this one. Because I was really suspicious. I was like, I never had a basil paste before. What does it taste like? Is it spicy? What is it? Y'all, it's good. It's absolutely good. I will definitely look into my next grocery shopping day, and I will definitely look into getting that. So right here, I added my own seasonings. Again, it said to add only salt and pepper, but of course, I added that chipotle garlic seasoning for the chicken. I think it was the perfect touch for that. So right now, I'm going to be adding the actual crumble, little crumbs mix, melted the butter, and now we're going to pour in the panko breadcrumbs, and then we're going to add in the mozzarella cheese, mix that all together, and then we're going to pop that right on top of that basil paste that's on the chicken. And you guys put that in the air fryer oven, whatever you guys have that works for you. The air fryer, I had it on for that same temperature for 375, and I had them in there for about a good 15 minutes, and they were done to perfection. A little side note, spoiler alert, I love this meal right here so much to the point that the very next day I went to the grocery store and got the same ingredients to make myself because my family really enjoyed it. They really like to have like the fact of having something new, something different. Like this is something I've never made. Never put breadcrumbs on my chicken and stuff like that. But it definitely will be a new rotation on the meals. So I went the very next day, you guys, and got the same ingredients at my local store. So even the things that you guys see on here, you don't have to get them all HelloFresh. I mean, it's very easy and convenient, but y'all can get the same ingredients at your local grocery store and do the same thing. I'm telling you, amazing. So like I said, I popped those things in the air fryer for about a good 15 minutes on 375. And while I waited, y'all, I was eating these potatoes because I really made them extra crisp this time around. Yes, trying to eat me funny on camera, y'all, burnt the tongue. And this is how the chickens are gonna look right after 15 minutes, you guys. They looked amazing. That mozzarella cheese looked so beautiful on top of the chicken, yes. So right here, I took that roasted garlic butter, and I also didn't show this part, but I put my green beans in the air fryer as well because I wanted to have that crispy taste to it, because it's set for me to put them in the oven. So I was like, okay, oven, air fryer, same thing. Put it in there for a couple of minutes and then put it right and soaked it in that butter, you guys. That garlic butter I knew was going to come in handy dandy. And that sauce, I ended up saving that sauce, yes, from the steak because it was so good. So I popped that right on top of the chicken and the potatoes because I felt like it was going to be a perfect touch to it. And y'all, look at the excitement. Like, I was so excited. Let's get into this.
So food's done.
Let's try this green beans. Green beans just need a little bit more of this. And a lot more of these butter drizzle. Try this chicken out. It's very crispy. I know you lying. Hello, what? This is really, 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 really good. I told y'all where that link is at, right? So free meal on me. Go for it. I'm gonna finish this up. Alright, and like I said, the link will be down at the bottom for you guys to sign up to get your first free meal on me. And then after that, I think you guys can cancel it so that way you don't have to be signed up for the subscription. I mean, the choice is up to you. This was not a paid video. I didn't get paid for this. I bought this with my own money. So it's up to you if you guys want to add some more meal ideals to the routine, because I felt like this definitely helped me out in my family and I love it. I will be subscribed for a couple more weeks because it was amazing. So I will see you guys next week with the next HelloFresh meal. Bye.